So hello guys, welcome to the new video, and today we are going to cover the list data types of Python. Okay, so we have already completed I think list string last time, and now today we are going to look list in Python. So first of all, let's see how do we use list. So lists are used as mostly arrays. Okay, so arrays and list have so many similarities in functions, that means applications, but it has difference in properties. Okay, so let's see how will they differ and how can we use them. Okay, so arrays and list are similar, but they are different in volume points. So array has fixed size declared at the beginning, while list has dynamic size. So in C++, C, we declare the size of the array by in the those big brackets. So array has the fixed size, but we can add as much as we want in the list. Okay. So and then homogeneous integer array only stores integers, and that is it is array is homogeneous while list is heterogeneous. Right, and like arrays can store if we are creating in type of array, integer type of array, then we can only store integer numbers. Okay, and if we are creating character array, then we can only store characters. So it can only store one type of data. Okay, for arrays, what list is heterogeneous and it can store any type of array. Sorry, any type of data. Array has speed of execution faster than list. Okay, then memory is occupied by list more. Okay, because it allocates more memory. List stores elements address. It can be compared to the pointer. For example, star ptr equal to address of a. Its name is list equal to a. Okay. So basically, list stores the address of the element, not the element, but the reference of the element. That is address of the element. Okay. So that very way that we will see this now with an example. By using one example, I will show you that thing. Okay. So that means that numbers and string be inside the list are stored in the random storage locations, and list stores the address of them. So that means we have already said that list stores the different type of numbers, right? So if you store different type of that, and then those storage locations are not consecutive locations. Like in arrays, it is consecutive locations. The same consecutive locations that data are located. But in case of list, the data are located in different locations, right? So if we are inserting one float type, one character type, and one integer type element inside of a list, then all of those are located at different locations, right? They are not like consecutive locations in different locations, but list stores not in the elements but the address of that location. Okay, so what does the list store? It stores the address of that element. Okay, that location. So it stores basically location. Not like array to store the adjacent in same sequence of location. So we know that array stores the elements in the same line like consecutive locations. Further, list is like dynamic array. Okay, so like dynamic array, it can be of any size, right? We can insert as many elements we want. List are referred to as referential arrays, okay? Because they still references to objects rather than objects themselves. So list is also known as referential array because it stores the reference of that object, that is address of that object, not the object, but address of that object. So it is also known as referential array. This means that each element in list is a reference of pointer to an object located elsewhere in memory. So let's see with example. Let's understand with example how the list stores the address of that element. So you can see that I have created a list with variable x, that is which is storing the reference of the elements, that is 1 to 3 are the elements which are stored in some memory of our computer, okay, of our storage. So that storage address is stored by the list. Okay, so if I do y equal to x, then y another list will be created named the y, and y will store the why we get these locations of these elements, not the elements. Okay, so it is like so if you change the first element of the y list, okay, the second list which we have just assigned. So if we do this, then the first element of x is also changed. Okay, so let's do the and let's see x is not defined. What does it make like that, bro? What do you mean by x is more defined, bro? Okay, you know, I can. As done by one the beast about me as you can. That yeah, I think. So let's see. You can see when I am creating the list x, then the first element is same. So whenever I am making changes inside the list of the that is element of the y, then x is also getting changed. That means it is passing address to the y. Whenever we are assigning x to the y, then y is getting the addresses of those element which x is storing. Okay, so if we get address, then the address the element is changed. The at that address element is changed. That means the element head that address is different. So that will affect another list as well. Okay, so that is it. And then let's see how to create a list. So we use big brackets to create the list. Okay, so we use big brackets to create a list. So we can create empty list by just using the normal big brackets, and then empty list by using commas in between the elements. And then we can use 2D list as well. Inside a list, we create other lists separated by commas. So in this way, we can make the matrices like we can create 2D matrices and 3D matrices as well. So we can do every calculation that we need to do in arrays by using list. Okay, because one property of list is they are mutable. So we can change the element. Okay, whatever element we wanted, we can change that element. So it is mutable, and heterogeneous can be also made. So I have already told this while I was comparing it with arrays. So you can see it can store string, it can store integer, it can store Boolean expression, right? And then it can store float, it can store complex number. So this is how much heterogeneous it is. Okay. So then we can also convert list. We can also create list by using list function. So if it is in a tuple form, or it is in set form, or whatever form it is, we can create a list out of that form. Okay, if it is in the string, then we can create list from that string by using this list function. So it is very useful function, and I think it is used very much. And now let's see how to add elements inside of the list. So I have one list that is A, which has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for now we say that the list contain elements, and we always do not record that it actually stores address of that element, but normally we say that it stores elements, right? But actually it stores address of that element. But now while I am telling while I am explaining other things, I will be using that it is storing some elements. So we can use .append function. So listname.append function, and we just specify the element which we want to add inside of that list. Okay, so this adds 6 into the list. Okay, so this 6 element, that is number 6, is added into the list, and whatever it is whatever is inside the bracket is considered as one element that is appended. Okay, so inside of the brackets, if you input the list, if you input even tuple, if you put even a string, then it will be considered as one element of the list. Okay, so append function is used to insert one single element, that is one single element. Okay, so it can be of any data type, right? So and then extend, so to that extends means like concatenation. Okay, so we use dot extend function to concatenate two different lists. Okay, so and yes, we can see here. First of all, let us bring this thing. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was the initial list, and we appended 6. That means if we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we extended 7 and 8. That is one list is concatenated into that list. That means it extended up to 7 and 8 elements are added into it, right? So if we use this same thing inside here, okay, so we stick, and then the whole list is considered as one element, right? The whole list is considered as one element, and after element 5, it will give comma, and then one single element, that is 7 and 8 are blended. You get this thing. See, this 7 and 8 is considered as a single element. Okay, that list data type is considered as single element, and it is printed this way. And same thing I have extended here. You can see I am appending on the list. That means a list will get appended like with this. Then what is happening? Okay, so you can see 9, 10, 11, that is one single element. This list is one single element, and this one single element is appended inside of the list. Okay, so append function is used to insert one single element, while extend function is used to concatenate in different list. Okay, I think let's try one thing, that is, can we concatenate this list with couples or not? Let's see. Okay, we can do that thing as well. Okay, so we can also concatenate with list plus tuple by using extend function, right? So this is making the same. Okay, and then that is extend. Okay, extend. Again, we are using extend, and I have written predict the output. So let's predict the output that is inside. I see a minute. One later would be added. Yeah. We can see output here. Yeah, one later is added as one also, but that is one character is added as one element of the list, right? So extend will do that turn. Okay, and this is one concatenation. Okay, so basically what it is doing is it is firstly converting the string is to the list. Okay, if we will list of this hello, would I miss something doing? Ring list of hello. Then what we need to see is it will create the list of one each character. See, the list of each character, right? So here is happening the same. Here is also the same thing is happening. You can see, first of all, it is converting it into the list, and then each of the element are concatenated. Okay, that is happening here. And you can see one more thing. Okay, this is very useful on the concept, that is key sort. Okay, so we have one 3 methods of adding items into the list. That is, first one is append, second one is extend, and for one is insert. Okay, so insert is used to specify the positions. At this position I want to add this element. So if I know the position and I want to add some element in in a specific position, okay, in a specific index, then I use what? This insert function, dot insert, and inside of the practice, this first one is the position and second one is the uh, element. Okay, so let's see again. Okay, at the 0th position, 6 is inserted. In the 0th position, you can see 6 is inserted. So that is how we do addition inside of the list. So that means any element inside of the list, items inside the list. So editing the elements of the list. So I have already told that and list is mutable. So that means we can do editing, there's indexing, slicing, everything, extracting things, and that means deleting also. These kind of things are possible inside of the list. And we will see first of all indexing and then slicing. So the indexing means we should know that how index works. So we have also studied in it that indexing means the numbering of the element, right? Indexing means numbering of the elements, that what is the position of character of that element, right? In case of list, that is what is the position of that element. So it starts from 0, right? And in Python, Python consists of 2 types of indexing, that is negative and positive indexing. We will look after that as well. So first of all, let's see that we can extract the elements. We can extract or edit the elements of the list by using indexing. So if I know the position of an element, then I can change it with anything. So here I am changing. I have the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside A, and then I am changing the first element of which is with 0. So first of all, it was previously it was 1. Now I'm changing it into 0. So you can see, and I'm printing it. You can see it is changed into 0. Okay, and then reading using slicing. So we can use slicing as well. So if we have a long list, okay, if we have a long list and we want to plot that list into a specific from starting in equal to below, we look starting in input, and we want to plot it the string and make and extract that string. Then we can do this thing easily. You can see it. Okay. Using slicing tolerance here for red, comma 5.
Really? Was one of injecting earlier.
What happened here, actually? Yeah, I think we are replacing the things from up to here to here. We are replacing it with this list. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes. The later position is not included. Okay, so if we use from 0 to 3, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. The fourth index is not included in this type of thing, right? So that means I think we are creating this thing. Okay, so we are replacing 1 to 3 with 100, 200, 300, and 400. Okay, that is bulk replacement. We can understand this as bulk replacement, right? So we want to replace a lot of things. Yes, definitely. So we make slicing can be also done to extract things, but we are right now. Yes, I was confused a little. But we are now storing anything the elements of the list, so we can use the slicings to edit the things as well, edit the elements as well. So if I specify the indexes, okay, from here to here, and give the new value or those elements, okay, that if I specify the position of the elements and give and specify the values, new values for those elements, then in the form of list, okay, I'm specifying the new values of the elements in the form of list, then that can be also done. That is bulk anything elements, we can say that using slicing, right? So it is basically replacing these four elements with 100, 200, 300, and 400 that we have provided in the form of list. Okay, so that is it. And then this is indexing and slicing. So means I should have included before code, right? We were yes with the previous one. So let's see this indexing. I have already told that Python has indexing two types. Okay, I haven't written this one. I think I have told this in string video. That is this. We can index. We can in fact index of these elements like in the positive indexing. It is in the manner of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but in the case of negative indexing, it is like minus what, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay, so the last letter is the last character will get of or we can say last element we make minus 1, and then in the form of minus it will decrease
1 at the end.
and we can see we can use for to this and okay, then I invited the well, this is the you. So string one, it is same as in the string, like we can use indentation as well, I think. This is here. Let's not talk about that. We will talk about that in just a few minutes. Okay, let's see how to believe the elements of the list. So we can say use, I think, 4 or 3. As we have 3 functions to delete the list. That is, first of all, we can delete the whole list, and we can delete a specific element if we know the index of that element, and if we know the just the element what to delete, but we don't know that specification of that index. Okay, so in that case, there is one another function. So 3 types of function which we use in 3 different cases. First of all, we use delete del to delete the whole list. Okay, to delete the whole list, we use del, and we use dot remove function. Dot remove function to remove the elements which we know the which element to delete. Okay, what element to delete? What element to delete? Like I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have list A, which is storing the addresses of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if I want to delete, that means I know the what element to delete rather than the indexes or positions of the element. I know what to delete. If I know what to delete, then I use dot remove function. Okay. So if I know which one to delete, what position of the element is to I want to delete. If I know that thing, that I can use dot pop function. Okay, so dot pop function is used to delete the specific index, the specific character when we know the index of that character. Okay, so let's see from the beginning. That is delete function def a. If I am getting one list ma, which is goes 1 2 3 4. Full list is deleted, not a memory level, but we can reason for like full list is deleted. So this is different. This thing like in the memory level it is not deleted. I don't know how it is deleted, but we cannot access it anymore when we use this function. That was I know. And then we have remove function, dot remove function, list name dot remove function. Okay, so when we use it, when we don't know the position of the element to be removed, but we know what is to be removed. Okay, when we know what is to be removed, then we use our dot remove function. Okay, when we know what is to be removed, then we use dot remove function, and when we know which position of the element to be removed, then we use dot top function. Okay, so if we do not specify any indexes, so we generally use index inside of the bracket. Okay. If we don't specify the index, then the last element will be deleted. Okay. That is removed. This removes the last element of the list. We can see that in this is not declared. What does it? suppose in the first, you can see four natural last elements to get created in the for last elements of GHT kind. What it is specific to the first? What it is happening, bro? I don't know. Revoke staying.
Why do trees close?
I don't know to it. You still don't never got to it. And in these 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, POP functions return from remove the last element and then why it is removing the first element here. Again, it is specified. Okay, it was this one I'm saying. Okay, I haven't printed this one over, sorry. I thought that this should be the first results, this should be the second, this should be the third. Sorry. So this is the first result of mine. So the last component says last element is deleted. You can see 5 is deleted up to 4 and 8 is deleted. And here I will specify the index, that is 0 index, that's the first element. Then 1 will get deleted and we will get 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative. And we can also use clear, dot clear to just empty our list. This convert the list in empty list. Okay. So clear can be used to just convert our list in empty list. That is it. And then let's go to the operators in list. So we generally know that there are different kinds of operators, that is arithmetic operators, logical operators, relational operators, membership operators, and loop, these kind of things. So it is the same as in the string, okay? In the list as well, it is the same as in the string, and you can see that arithmetic operators can be used. And if I use one list plus operator, that is first operator and another list, then it will append the 2 lists, okay? So that plus operator can be used to append the list. And then if I use multiplication, that is asterisk, then the same list is repeated 3 times. You can see here 8 times 3, that is this one. Okay, you can see the same list elements are repeating 3 times, but the list is single. Okay, the list will this will be single, but the elements will get repeated 3 times. That will multiply by 3, so we multiply by 3. And then membership operators means in and not in, and the membership operators it can also be used when in the loops. Okay, so you can see when in the loops we can iterate over the elements. For I in list, means that I will get changed into the I will be assigned the elements one by one. Okay, in the first iteration it will be the first element, I will be the first element, and then second iteration I will be the second element. Okay, so in that way, in a different iteration, the I will be assigned to the different elements of the list. And then let's talk about the list functions. The list function. So these are normal function, that is common function, which we have also studied in strings. That is length, max, sorted, and max, min. What was other things? Length and sum as well. Sum, derivative. So most of that are the very common function which can be applied in most of the things. It can be applied in all of the sequences, and I think it can be applied in sets as well. Yes. So it works on different different data types. Okay, most of the data types we can say. And it's sorted with what there is a difference between sort and sorted. So I have written here. Okay, let's talk about that as well. So first of all, what does this sorted do? So sorted we sort the elements of the list. So if I have list in different random order, okay, not in descending order, we're not either ascending order. So if I have in random order, then sorted we arrange them in ascending order. And if I use comma reverse equal to true, okay, it's kind of that function, sorted function, and then this name comma reverse equal to true. If I use this thing, then it will sort the list into descending order. Okay, and so it is an interesting thing. And we have sort function as well. So if I use bp dot sort, that is list name dot sort function, then this types of thing is done here. You can see in case of sorted, new sorted list is created without affecting the original ones. That is shallow copy. Okay. Shallow copy or see, I am getting confused myself. Okay, let's see. The original list is replaced with sorted list. Okay. New list is not created. Okay, that is it. So in case of sorted, new list is created without affecting the original one. In case of dot sort function, it is the original function. We use the original function, and the sorting occurs in the same original function, and we use the original function basically. That is the thing. And now count, index, and reverse. Oh my god, can it so easy? So in Python, we know most of the things are very easy, and we already have a function that counts the number of elements inside of it, a list. Okay, so in case of array, we have to do long facts to do this kind of thing. What in Python it is so easy. We can use just list name dot count. That is it, and we can give anything to count inside of the brackets. Okay, like we want to count how many twos are there, with how many two are there. Okay, how many fours are there. We can replace it in additive. Okay, so you can see here in my list, and how many twos are there. How many twos are there? I think it is not between treaters because I am not experienced. These are what with whatever is in other one.
And there is a environment
Of bands which you can see one count. And similarly then the world get. Or this one righty. I have used screen so many times that I get confused which one is. Then feel let's see from the beginning. 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7. So 3 plus 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this was it. So I was actually saying the right thing. So the count of 2 is 1. So we can give inside of the brackets anything, any character to count, and this function will automatically count that and return that value. Okay, it is so easy, and we can find the index of any element. So we know that one element is inside of the list. Okay, so we know that an element is inside of the list already, but we don't know it in what position it is. Okay, so we can directly find that index of that. Like what is so easy. Like we have to do in case of C++, we have to do linear search or binary search. What where we have come from. Very easy. So you can see there is this 3 index. So we have 4 in 3 index. 0, 1, 2, 3, that is it. And then so we can directly reverse. We can directly reverse the list again by using dot reverse function. You can see here. I think after this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the list is reversed. So yeah, we can build it. So we can do this easy, very easy, and dot reverse function very easy. So while copying the list, I had already told at the beginning that list is supposed to be address of the element, not the element. Okay, so while copying the list, we have to here about one thing, that we have to consider one thing. We have to keep in mind that when we are equating to list, okay, so I have list, let's say I have list A, okay, list 1 that is, and let's say L1, and list 2 that is L2. So I initiated one list, and I give some values, I give some elements inside of that list, and I'm assigning array 2, that is list to as L1. Okay, that's array equal to L1. In this way, this can affect the thing. Okay, this can affect the original list L1, because L2, if I do any changes inside of the list L2, then it will automatically affect the elements inside of the L1. So we have to keep in mind that we have to use this thing. Okay? So that is shallow copy. So deep copy and shallow copy, that are two types of things. That is, if it is affecting the same things, okay. If it is affecting the original one, it is known as deep copy. Okay. If it is not affecting the original thing, and another thing is getting generated, then it is known as shallow copy. So in case of the we can use dot copy function. Okay, so you can see I had one list B, and print B, the original one, ID of B. You can see this is the original one ID. So the original list, we can use dot copy to create shallow copy. Okay, that means another list is generated in which we have the same elements, and then same values will get allocated in different memories again. Okay, not in the same memories as that the original list, but in a different memory, and those memory address is stored inside of the another list when we use dot copy function. Okay, so to create shallow copy, to do something, to copy one list into another without affecting the original one. If we want to perform something, action, some any calculation inside of the second list, then we do this. Again, we have to do this because uh, any span change inside of the second list can change the elements of the first list as well. So we have to keep in mind that we do this. Okay, so that is it, and we can see the coffin list, another which we have created the shallow copy. The address of that list is this, right? Okay, what the contents, the elements inside of both the list are same. That is, original one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copied one also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's move into the other top topic of list, that is list comprehension. So list comprehension is little something. Okay. So let's understand the expression. It is we do not use for loop or anything outside of the list to input the values, to enter the values inside of the list. But we directly use list comprehension. That is, it is enigmatic function. That is, we can directly create list by defining some expression inside of the big brackets. Okay. So inside of the big brackets, we write some of the expressions which will automatically create a list of elements. Okay. So to create this, we basically, what is its syntax? We can say, first of all, we write expression to create the elements. Okay. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. For that, we can directly use any variable, that is, let's say I. Okay. And then we use for loop for iteration. So how many times, how many elements we want to create. Okay. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means from 1 to 5. That means 5 loops are to be done, right? To create those 5 elements. So for loop, and after them is partition. So we can create restrictions using if conditions. If only this happens, then only use execute this loop. We can say like that, and yes, that is it. And list equal to expression for item in iterable. expression for item in iterable. That is it. Yes. And I have created one list that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B equal to -3, and I want to create an output which will have a list of -3, -6, -9, -12, and -15 elements using list comprehension. Okay, this is very easy by using our for loop and other those things. But using list comprehension, we have to think like that. Okay, so you can see. First of all, we need to write. It is not compulsory that always that if condition will come, but for conditions that for iteration will come most of the time, because the list consists of more than one elements most of the times. If I want to create only one single element, then I can easily write one. Uh, I think I think I can initialize one variable and directly write one expression inside of the list, and it will create one list for only one element. But usually we use list comprehension to make it easier to create a lot of elements by using directly some expression inside of that big brackets, right? So to do that, we can simply use some expression inside of the list, and we will get some elements. That is it. So I have used one expression that is I times b. So I is my what? I is a. So I am using this I variable inside of this list, which I have already provided one list, and using this list and this variable, having value of -3, I'm creating this list. Okay, I want to create this list using list comprehension. Okay, so this is the expression. This is our for loop iteration, and you can see here there is no if condition. So it is not necessary that always if condition will be there. So if I want to restrict some of the conditions, only if this happens, then then use a for loop to create the elements. That kind of condition. In that kind of condition, we use if sentence. Sorry, if comes up. And then question nested is with list comprehension. So we know that this will always imitate that those whatever we needed. For I in A, that is events list. So I in events, in the first iteration, I will be 1, and -3. 1 into -3 will be -3. And second iteration, I will be 2, and 2 into -3 will be -6. 3 into -3 will be -9. So in that way, it will get extended. And then I create one more question is there. I create 2 lists. Okay. It consists of 2 lists, that is one basket and one my fruits. Okay. It consists of the elements of fruit and basically. A new list from my fruits in the fruit exists in the basket and also starts with A. Okay. So there are a lot of conditions we can say. 2 conditions are given here. So I have to make a list from this. So 2 lists are given already to me, and I want to create one more list by using list comprehension when 2 conditions are given to me. Okay, so that is fruit. For fruit in my juice. Okay. So I want to create basically the elements. I want to extract the elements of my fruits list. But that should be in the basket and start with A. Okay, so those are 2 conditions. So first of all, I will write the expression. I will write this expression to extract the fruits from my fruits list. Okay, so so I created this thing, and then I will use the condition that is given to me. That is, if fruit is in basket, if fruit in basket, if fruit dot starts with A. Okay, so this is so easy, and then the list will be ready. If before why it is not getting printed, bro? Okay, it was getting printed. So this is the first list. This is active. So we can see inside of the my rows we have 4 rows. And what is that fruit which exists in the basket as well? And it starts with A as well. There is only one fruit, that is apple. So apple is getting printed. That is it. And we can use this to create 3 by 3 matrices. Like we use two loops for creating 2D matrices, like, right? So you can see I have used two loops inside of the list, and I will get simply the
And so I think she is biting it.
okay. Nice. So I will get this type of the list 1 to 3, 1 to 3, and 1 to 3. Yeah. We got J in res. We got J. Only J is the focus here. So maybe it's not actually the perfect way to create those to me patterns. It's not that good. It's just an example. We can create like this as version. And now let's go to the looping list. So I think I have already done this like her. And the least elements are iterable in loop. So we can iterate over the least elements. I have already told this. And for I in L, that means the first in the first iteration I will be 1, in the second it will be 2, if in third it will be 6, in fourth iteration it will be 8. Okay, so simply 2, 4, 6, 8 will get printed in the each line. Then we know that print function is the line. If we do not add equal to in equal to nothing, that is line is mean. And then in next slides, range. Okay, we can find the elements on the list by using the index as well. We know that we can extract the elements by using index. So that is it. We have used this let function to use the length up to here. Yeah, so then then what is this zip function? I forward this. Okay. So it will extract one element from the both list. So I have first list that is L1, and second list that is L2. And in the L3 list, I'm creating one more list that is L3, and I'm typecasting it into list that is using list function and zip function of L1, and enter. That will create what? It will create the list of the tuples. Okay, it will create the list of the tuples. So what is tuples? Tuples we are like list. It is the same as list, but the difference is tuples are immutable. Okay, it cannot be changed, it cannot be edited, or it cannot be deleted. So that kind of things. It has those kind of properties, and it is always in his small brackets. So that is the definition for tuple basically. And then here we can see the zip function is extracting one element from one element from both of the list, and it is making one tuple for that from these two elements. So 1, 6 we will want tuple, 2, 7 another tuple, 3, 8 another tuple, and these tuples 1, 1, 1. There's the a pair of elements from each of the list that I'm creating one element of that new list. Okay, so that is it. To remember why equating, if we want to copy the same elements of the list into another and want to make change to one list but not to another, then the following way we want to work. So I have already said this thing that if I assigning one list to another list, then making changes to the second list can it will change the it will create changes in the first list as well. So that is it. And I am using append function. Why am I using append function here? and appending score inside of the list one, and then I'm printing it and okay, so okay, I'm changing and doing the changes in L1. So that we print changes in L2 as well. We use this assigning thing. Okay, so you can see here. What is this happening, bro? L1 is not defined. L1 is not defined. How? No. What does it mean? I don't know what is happening to this interpreter or whatever compiler. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 is getting printed in case of L1, and in case of L2 as well, the same thing is getting printed. And here, when we use listname.op to copy to assign it into the another list, you can see I have created the one list L3, that is 1 to 3, that contains the elements 1 to 3, and I am assigning and creating one more list that is L4, and I want to assign the same elements into that list without affecting the original list. That's L3. Then I have to use dot copy function. Okay, so that is L3 dot copy function. For this we create a shadow copy, that is a new list. Okay, a new list which will have different address but the same address. That is it. This shallow copy will create another storage address of the elements, and it stores it in the list store both address with first list is anyway. Okay, that is it. And you can see where I'm creating this one. 1 to 3 phone is getting printed when I'm printing this for 1 to 3 is getting printed. That is it. So basically, it is creating stable copy. So this is one C. So I think we have just finished the list, and now in the next video we will talk about tuples. That is it. 52 minutes. My God.